Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Jamie Lee. Today I wanted to do a styling lesson and talk all about proportions. For me, it's really something that I've noticed in terms of how I get dressed in the morning, that I'm starting to lean towards a slightly new proportion, and it's not necessarily one that we would traditionally think of as flattering. And I wanted to share with you some little styling tips and tricks and just little elements or key details to keep an eye out for when you are building your outfit that will really help it go from looking a little bit blah in the mirror, where you're kind of looking at your outfit trying to pinpoint exactly what it is that feels a little bit off. And hopefully this will really help you. I know I share a lot of outfits, but I don't really talk a lot about the why behind it. So that's really the purpose of today's video. I've talked about this in another video, which I'm going to link up here, but I really see style as being very transient, not just within the different phases of our lives, but also just within those pockets where we are really into something and we have this really dynamic element to our style. So I have got 4 different outfits that I'm going to talk through, and I'm going to share the tweaks that I use to really make it feel like me and make the outfit feel overall finished. And I do want to stress that none of these outfits are necessarily bad outfits at all. It's more just that I looked in the mirror and I just felt like there was something wrong and I needed to change it before I felt really comfortable in what I was wearing. And this all leans into my own personal style. So for the very first outfit, I wanted to talk about how to wear big silhouettes. So a really oversized top and something that's got a lot of volume on your lower half as well. So kind of the hero piece of this outfit is this really beautiful skirt from Zimmermann. I absolutely love this. It is quite kind of girly and feminine though, and I don't really tend to wear a lot of outfits like this. So for me, the natural way to make it feel in line with my own personal style would be to wear it with something really nice and cozy and snuggly on top, like a really big oversized knit sweater. Now the one that I paired it with is this one here from And Other Stories, and it's in a really nice neutral color. So in order to create a little bit of extra shape, I've actually done a little bit of a styling hack that allows it to kind of bubble up a little bit around the hem. And I am planning on filming a video in the future sharing some of these styling hacks that are really going to allow you to make the most of your wardrobe. So I've done that in order to create a little bit of an interesting shape where my jumper meets the skirt. And in the first outfit, you'll see that I've actually also worn a really chunky shoe. So I've got my big jumper, I've got a big skirt, and then I've got a big shoe. And it just feels off balance. Everything is big and it feels a little bit overwhelming. And to me, that's really not the look that I'm after. Some people really love that, and that's great, and that's also a style and a look in itself. But for me, I feel like I need something that is a bit daintier or that has a slightly slimmer silhouette to it. Also, I just did want to flag that I probably would go for more of a neutral tone shoe, but I am just using what I've got in my wardrobe in order to illustrate these points. So in order to kind of fix the outfit, what I've done is I've switched those chunky shoes with something that is a little bit daintier and a little bit more refined and elegant on the foot. So I've opted for these really pretty strappy sandals. They're in a nude as well, so it really helps with creating this really seamless look with head to toe neutrals. I really like tonal outfits and tonal dressing in general because I think it is a very effortlessly chic way to put together an outfit. And you can instantly see that there is an improvement in the way the outfit looks. It just looks more balanced because I've got those larger components on my top and on the skirt, but then on my feet, as your eye kind of scans down, you can see I've got that really nice slim element at my feet. Now the other thing that I've done in order to kind of balance out the volume that is sort of going overall with the top and the skirt is I've pushed my sweater up, and that kind of creates a slimmer silhouette through the arms as well. So I do have this really nice bulky kind of scrunched up portion with the sleeves, but then by exposing that sliver of arm, or my forearm there, it really does help to create a little bit more balance. And that's another thing to think about too, as you can really create balance with how you just style certain elements of your outfit. You can probably tell it's winter here in Australia because the second outfit I wanted to talk through features another chunky knit. Now this one has a higher neckline and it is really oversized through the body and through the sleeves. It's just overall really big and reminds me of a knit that I wanted years ago from Celine. So I decided to pair this with a straight leg jean, and I've gone for these ones here from Toteme. They're not they're not too wide through the leg. They're kind of a sort of a slimmer straight leg, but again, they do have that slightly bigger proportion in terms of the shape. And then on my feet, because I was thinking, you know, if you're wearing big on top, then you want to be wearing something that's really slim or elegant or refined on your foot. And so the shoes that I've gone for, they are a bit more of a daintier, a bit more of an elegant shoe. They're very cut close to the foot. They're not bulky at all in any way, shape or form. They're these very pretty little ballerina flats with the low block heel. So while I have used those same rules that I applied to the first outfit, you can see for the second outfit, something still doesn't feel quite right. There's something slightly off with the look, and I immediately felt that it was the jeans, the fact that they were a slightly wider fit through the leg, and I figured that the best way to remedy this would be to swap them out for a skinny leg jean. So I went with my Everlane Authentic Stretch Skinnies. These are one of my favorites. So I've kept the color palette exactly the same. I just swapped the silhouette on my lower half, and immediately you can see an improvement again here. So because that knit sweater is just so oversized and so big, it needed to be balanced against something that felt a little bit slimmer on my lower half, and these were perfect. You could actually also belt the jeans at the waist, and you could do a little bit of a French tuck with the knit if you didn't want to have quite so much volume around your hip area. But I find even worn loose, it looks really great. And when I put the two outfits side by side, you can see while the first one isn't bad, it does look a lot more improved once I have swapped out those straight leg jeans for a skinnier pair. Oh, and just going back to the knit, because it is a high necked sweater, I actually find that when I'm wearing something like this, it creates a lot of bulk around the neckline. And when you have your hair out, it can be a little bit much. So I like to either tuck my hair in, or I will pull it back into a low bun or a low ponytail. I feel like that's another way that you can create shape, is with your hair. And it's really, really interesting how just changing the way that your hair looks, your hairstyle, can really transform an outfit overall. So I probably could have worn it with the straight leg jean just by tucking in my hair and then pulling it back into a bun as another option. So that's also something that I wanted to mention, and a little detail that you should really be keeping in mind when you are putting together your outfits. If something feels off and the outfit itself you love, maybe you just need to change the way that your hair looks. So I've been talking a little bit about oversized silhouettes. Now let's talk about a slim silhouette. So for the third outfit, I am wearing slim on slim. And this isn't really something that I would do very often, to be completely honest with you, but I wanted to show you how you can really make it work. So I've gone for this really nice black high neck long sleeve top, and I'm using that trick that I shared in the previous outfit where I have tucked my hair in, and I find that that creates balance up here around my face. It really makes it feel a little bit less like there's too much going on. Then I have tucked this top into those same skinny jeans that I was talking about in the previous outfit, just because they were here and they were easy to kind of go with. So those are just the stretch faded black skinny jeans, and then the shoes that I've gone with are again the same ones that I was wearing before, those really pretty little ballerina flats. And I have to say, there's actually nothing wrong with this outfit. It completely works, and when I look at it, it feels very Audrey Hepburn, very classic. I mean, I'm in all black. There's really nothing to fault. All of those pieces are very classic on their own, but the outfit doesn't excite me, and I kind of like to inject a little bit more personality into my outfits to make them feel like me. And so that is where this next step comes in, which is to really add a third piece, which can help you to balance out your proportions and can be that thing that really saves an outfit from feeling a little bit too bland. So to kind of remedy this outfit, make it feel a little bit more me, I have thrown on an oversized tailored blazer. This one is from the Curated, and I really like the fact that the wool has this very sort of fluid drape to it, so it's not stiff at all, it's not too structured, it really kind of moves with your body. And you can see that when I'm wearing this, because it does have a slightly longer length to it, it hits below my hip, which I find is kind of my widest point, so it's an element that I try to balance out when I am putting together an outfit. This really works, and it just makes the outfit feel overall like it is finished, it's complete, and I really prefer it when I've thrown the jacket on. Obviously it's not always going to be an occasion for a jacket, but I do find that when it is cool enough to do so, it is that sort of finishing touch which just really, as I said, it really does complete your outfit. So finally, I want to talk about a couple of dresses and just styling dresses in a way that balances out the proportions and the silhouettes. So the first dress that I want to talk about is one that I've shared quite a few times. It was a summer purchase, which I just absolutely love. It is from Ceres Life, and it is this beautiful linen dress, and you can see there's a lot going on with this dress. For one, it has the crossover wrap detail. It is really voluminous through the body and through the length of the skirt, and then it also has these puffed sleeves, so even more going on up here too. So when I'm wearing a dress like this, I don't want to wear a chunky shoe because that's going to be mixing those really big elements, like the big element of this dress, with a really big shoe. And again, it is an outfit. It doesn't look bad, but for me, I want a little bit more refinement and a little bit more balance. So what I did was I paired them with that really beautiful nude strappy sandal that I shared earlier. And I find this really creates that balance that I am craving in my outfit. I have this really nice, dainty, elegant shoe on, and then I have this really beautiful, voluminous dress. And then I've also pulled my hair back because I wanted to kind of put the focus on those nice puffy sleeves. And that's just little tweaks to an outfit, which I think can just really elevate it and also inject that element of your own personal style. The second dress is one that really mixes those more slimmer proportions with voluminous shapes. And that's why I kind of wanted to share this one with you. So this is from MLM Label, and it is absolutely divine. It is this kind of very, very dark navy, and then it has this beautiful floral all over in sort of a lilac and brown color. And I think kind of the real statement of this dress are these big balloon sleeves, and then it also has this tiered portion at the lower part of the dress, but then the body of it is really fitted. So you can kind of see that the dress is balancing itself out for you. So you've got the slim element, but then you've also got these nice details or points of interest which add volume. So with a dress like this, you could actually kind of go either way. You could go with a slightly chunkier shoe if you really wanted to, if you wanted to kind of go for something that felt a little bit more street, a little bit less elegant and refined, or you could really play into the more elegant details of this dress and wear something that was very in line with that style. And that's kind of what I've done for the outfit. And I've shown you, I think with that dress, because it does mix both the slimmer proportions and the larger proportions, you can either wear your hair down or you can wear it up. And I think that in this instance, the way that you wear your hair really conveys a mood and a vibe. So it can go from feeling very casual to very dressy, depending on that. And also, if I went with a red lip, definitely evening time, but if I'm wearing a nude lip, I've got my hair down, sort of beachy waves, it feels a lot more daytime appropriate. So the shoes that I wore with this dress are these really lovely little strappy sandals here, and they have this interesting element to them. They've got a blue cone heel. Now, I wanted to wear these shoes in particular with the dress because it is this really deep midnight navy, and while this blue, this is more of a cobalt blue, is a lot more vibrant and bright, I feel like you kind of have that slightly tonal element and it really works. And this is again a way that you can sort of mix those big and slim proportions. So the heel is really chunky and big, but then the straps on the shoe are really, really dainty and fine. So yeah, and I absolutely love the way that they worked back to the dress, and I think really good option. If I was going more beachy casual, I would definitely throw on a little black slide. Just pulling these ones out here, these ones from Saint Laurent would be the ones that I would go with, and I think that would work back with the dress really nicely. So I hope you found this video really useful in terms of just identifying some key elements when it comes to getting dressed in terms of proportion and how you can really play with them and make it interesting. If you want to see more videos like this and me kind of showing you how to go from a proportion which feels off to one which does feel a lot more balanced, then let me know. And if there's particular items that you would like to see me style up in that way in the future. But I really do hope that you found this useful, and I really want to film more videos like this in the future. I know what it can feel like to have a wardrobe full of clothing, and often you just don't really feel like you've got anything to wear, or maybe you're a little bit bored of the clothes that you have. Playing around with those proportions and mixing things up is a way that you can make the items that you own feel fresh again. And just want to hone in that point that you really don't actually have to go out and buy anything new. You can just use what you have to create something that is really interesting and fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and you want to see more videos like this from me, then I would love if you could subscribe. I'd love to have you back. And yeah, I'd love to know if you had a favorite outfit or if there was was a particular piece that you liked, or if there was anything else that you might have added to these looks to make them feel a little bit more done in your eyes. I really appreciate you spending some of your day with me, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. See you soon. Bye.